Hello everyone, welcome back to the Brickstacks channel, and today I have yet another mock for you guys, but before we get into the mock, I need to tell you guys something. Okay, so I just want to give a quick shout out to Osgrid's TV. Their videos are really entertaining and they make tons of amazing Star Wars mocks, so go make sure you check them out. Okay, so now that I've said that, let's check out the mock. Alright, so I decided to do 2 vignettes for each of the 3 original Star Wars movies. So starting off with Star Wars A New Hope. We have the famous Princess Leia and R2-D2 scene. So right here I just have some black piping detail. And over here I have the old Princess Leia minifigure and the updated R2-D2. And I decided not to tile the floor, mostly because I don't have a lot of dark gray tiles. Over here we have another pipe. And this would be the inside with a window looking out of the ship. This would be the back of the Tantum 4. And put some tiles on it so it looks a little clean. And I put some bar detail in there. It's a little hard to see, but yeah, you can see some bars around the windows. And so let's check out the next little vignette for Star Wars A New Hope. So the next little vignette right here is the trench run. So I did a very micro scale X-Wing and TIE Fighter. And they're just flying through the trench, and I did various details in the trench to try to make it look not like symmetrical. So I put a lot of great pieces and tiles and cheese slopes and a lot of jumper plates just to try to make it look super like messy and stuff. And then I have some clear 1x2 bricks just holding the whole mock up from the bottom. And let's go over to Empire Strikes Back. Okay, so for Empire Strikes Back, the first vignette is the Battle of Hoth, and I have a Rebel Hoth Trooper with blaster in hand. I also have white tiles on the ground to simulate the nice smooth powder, and I have various rocks switching off between dark gray and white just to make it look like the rocks are covered in snow, and it's pretty self-explanatory. There's not much to talk about it. It's pretty basic. It's just a big snow planet. I couldn't really decide between the Battle of Hoth and the Carbonite Freezing Chamber, but I ultimately decided that the Battle of Hoth is a little more recognizable, so I went with that. But I did finish the Carbonite Freezing Chamber just for a side mock. It's completely tiled over using that Carbonite Han Solo piece. And I think it looks pretty good, but I feel like Hoth is just more recognizable. The other vignette for Empire Strikes Back over here is Dagobah, with Luke Skywalker and Yoda on top. There's a tree right here. It's not like a very complex tree. Just has like a swamp piece hanging off, and then Luke is holding his lightsaber. If we turn it around, there's Yoda, and there's actually, I put some green pieces in there to simulate the swampy waters in there. And the tree is pretty basic. And that's Empire Strikes Back. So now let's go to Return of the Jedi. So the first vignette for Return of the Jedi is the Battle of Endor. So we have a little Endor scene with a tree in the background with an Ewok. And we have 2 rebel troopers. One is running up in the trees. And then one is fighting a scout trooper down here. And I just placed grass pieces randomly. Tried to make it look as natural as possible. And then I used this type of tree trunk design. It's not my design, it's actually my sister's, but I'll have her talk about that later. And that's pretty much Endor. And then the last scene for Return of the Jedi right here is the famous Darth Vader Luke Skywalker duel. And here, let me just remove some minifigures. And they have their lightsabers clashing right there. And there's Emperor Palpatine's seat. And I just chose to take Emperor Palpatine out because I wanted to focus more on Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. And the floor is completely tiled over. And the seat, I tried to make as accurate as possible so it has the nice sloping angles with the armrests, like so, using those pieces. And it's pretty basic. I just used the older versions of Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker. So now let's talk about the design choices. So now that we're done with the showcase of the mock, I'm going to have my sister talk about a few of the design choices she went through.
Yeah, so I wanted the tree to look as natural as possible. That's why it's darker towards the bottom. I also chose the Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker fight scene in front of the chair. I thought it'd be cool and the lightsabers would stand out.
Yeah, and we also wanted the main core of the build to be a cube, so that way we can attach 6x6 plates on all sides. So you can see right here that there are studs inside to attach the plates, like so. And we originally just had it was going to be 3 vignettes, so 1 for each movie. But then we decided that we wanted to catch all the iconic scenes in the 3 original trilogy movies, so we decided to go with 2. And that's the design choices. Well, that's going to wrap up this video. If you liked the video, make sure to give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe.
Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.